Hey, so I had, I had, I can't even speak. Okay, there we go. One more time. So I just got back from today's Friday, and I don't know if I've said this already, but every Friday, let me take this off. I don't want this on. But every Friday, I go to a school. This I think I said it last year. Last year, I went to an elementary school, fell in love with it once a week for 2 hours. That's I'm a teaching fellow. That's what we have to do. It's a great experience. Yada yada yada. I want to be a math teacher when I get older. Okay. I think I already explained this. I want to be a math high school teacher, but I changed my major to middle level math and science, hope with a minor in mathematics, so I can hopefully teach high school. That's beyond the point. I'm at a high school right now, and every Friday I go and I'm with a freshman algebra 1 class, honors, and it's it's different. Okay, it's a lot different because last year I was with elementary kids. The, the only experience that I have with high school are is my own high school. As I said before, that I work at my old high school, and I went to a special high school. I went to a early college high school where it's very small. There's like 400 people in the entire school, not even, and it's very structured and family oriented, and there's no issues. Okay, you don't talk while the teacher's talking. I'm not used to a normal high school environment where you have a lot of students in a class and you have a lot of behavioral issues and students with mm, learning um, barriers, and that could include anything. Okay, just very talkative. It's great. Listen, I'm signing up for this willingly. I know I'm crazy. The, that's beyond the point. I'm not getting to the point. I'm sorry. Listen, every Friday I go there today because I told him that I wanted to do my own lesson, right? A while back. And he said, yeah, that's great. Whenever you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Totally up to you. And I'm like, no, I want to do it. I want to do it before the end of the year. And then he gave me the standards and he said, okay, here's the standards. You choose what you want to do and you pick a lesson, whatever you want to do. And I said, this is like months ago, I told him that I wanted to do exponents. Okay, at the beginning of this month, I think, maybe the end of last month, he was like, we're coming up on exponents. I know that this is one of the things that you want to do, and um, I don't know if you're still interested, but if you want to do it, you're more than welcome to do it. It's like, yeah, I'll do it. So, because I've done one lesson with them. I've done one lesson with the class, okay? It was a small, little, short, mini lesson. This time, it was me the entire time. I was the teacher. I was the person that they walk into. I was standing outside the door whenever they entered the classroom, waiting on them. I took roll. It was me from the second they came in to the second they left. And I was very nervous, of course. Who wouldn't be nervous? So this is, in short, this is my very, very first time that I was able to run a classroom all on my own. I've been there with a substitute while they were taking a test, and I was able to run the classroom, and basically the substitute just sat down because he trusted me to run it better than him to run it. That's different. I was in charge of the classroom. Mr. Williams was just in the back, just sitting down, writing me notes if I needed to, taking photos. I'll have some photos right over here. Oh, look how cute that is. I took photos. Or I didn't take photos, he took photos. And it was awesome. I did exponent rules, you know what I mean? So like the rules of exponents, adding, subtracting, monomials. So if the variables are the same, then you just add or subtract them. If you're the product rule for exponents, x to the a power, x to the b power, it's going to be x to the a plus b. Product rule, you add. Power rule is, an exponent to a power, you multiply them. Quotient rule, it's like the fraction x to the a power over x to the b power, you subtract them, x to the a minus b, and then of course you have your negative exponent rule, which is going to be x to the negative a, which would be 1 over x to the a, and of course everyone's favorite, which is the zero exponent rule, which is just anything to the zero power is zero, or I'm sorry, anything to the zero power is 1, and I had the notes printed out, where they just kind of had to fill in the blank. We filled it out. I was on the smartboard. I was writing it in. They were writing it in. We would work on the question together. Then there's another sheet. The second sheet that I gave them was a whole bunch of problems. We did all those together. Then the third sheet, the left side of the worksheet, they worked in pairs of two, and the right side they did individually, and then we reviewed that together, and that was it. And then I let them work on Alex, and it's an hour and a half. It's 90 minutes in a 90-minute classroom. Okay, my first time in a 90-minute classroom, all me, my lesson, I have my entire lesson plan with like the standards, this, that, students will, objective, and then on Monday they're going to be given a worksheet that I also provided, with questions on it, and it's going to be considered a quiz grade, just to see their retention rate. I told them to look over their notes for homework if they don't want to look over their notes. Sorry, but it's just crazy because I did that. I was able to do all that myself, and it brings me so much motivation because it's something that I want to do as a career. You know, there's a big difference between a job and a career. A career you're doing for a while. A job you're not, and it's not even like a job or a career. It's a passion. I love it. I love teaching. I love touching the lives around me, and I love making a difference. Maybe I won't make a big difference in that classroom. That's okay. When I become a teacher, I'm certain that there's going to be at least one student that I come in contact with and I make a difference in their life. Teachers have always been my inspirations. They were my superheroes, right? You have the math teacher, her superpower is math. You have the English teacher, her superpower is English. You have the PE teacher, her superpower is everything, right? The teachers have always just been the people that were there for me and supported me and believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, and I want to pay that forward. I want to be there for people, or for kids, and hey, I mean, I get to work with math all day. Like, who doesn't like to work with math? Me? No, just kidding. I love working with math. Math is great. And reflecting on my lesson plan, I did a really good job. I was imperfect. I'm not saying I was perfect. Lord knows, Lord could write me an entire album as to how imperfect it was. But it wasn't bad at all. And he said that it was really great, especially considering the fact that it was an entire hour and a half. All me. You know, the kids got a little loud. I brought them back. I got them to stand up. I got them to come to the smartboard. I got them to talk to each other. I said, explain this, explain that. Do you guys agree with him? Do you disagree? Thumbs up, thumbs down. It was just very interactive, and I got the students to pass out papers so that way they could get up a little bit. It was just, I think I did a great job. I do. I really think I did a really good job. Of course, there was a couple things I did that I could do a little better, and I am reflecting on that. And I mean, shoot, he told me that it's probably one of the hardest concepts to get through, because there's a whole bunch of why when it's rules, and I'm still transitioning from the college proofs to just high school explaining this and that, the whys. But I did really good. He said I did great. I have some photos. I'm just happy. I really am. I was a little nervous. I was really nervous, but what's there to be nervous about whenever you're doing your passion, right? There's always going to be a little bit of fear and a little bit of feeling nervous, but overall, I loved it, okay? That's the point. The point is, I'm making this because whenever I'm dying and I'm on my deathbed and I'm looking back in my life, I want to be able to remember this day, the 19th of January, 2018. Wow, that's weird. We're in 2018. You know, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get emotional. But, that's it. That's all. Just, today was my first lesson. Raise the roof. It was great. Now it's time to just do some homework and relax and take this off because I am hot. I'm sweating. This house is hot. I opened those curtains. That's probably why. Have you seen my house? You've seen my house before, yeah. I'm not too worried about it. Oh, maybe it's a little different from how you guys might remember it, but it's my house. Yes, I still live with Tori and I still live with Storm, but that's a different story. Yeah, I'm very happy. So, thanks for listening. That's it. Don't forget to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Good night, good morning, good afternoon. Do not forget to reduce, reuse, and recycle. And I love you. Yep. You see, I wish I should just use these as like my baby students and just teach them as practice. I feel like that probably would have made my life a lot easier.